G'day fellas, Stevo here, and I'm with my boy Tristan Taylor, and I've got a deck for you. Watch it. Alright, welcome back fellas, and this is the Satellarknights deck. So, Satellarknights here, the new flavor of the month for YuGiOh Duel Links, due to the support that we got recently, and that was Mr. Satellarknights Trivia. What Trivia does, it's enabled the deck to have a good turn 1, and B, some more control aspects and reset aspects. That's really helpful. Now, just to get straight into it, I am using Tristan for Field of Warriors and not YuGiOh for Destiny Draw. This is so that we can start the field with a Sogan, and the Sogan's important because it allows us to have an OTK. We can do over 4,000 damage with the Sogan. Without the Sogan, the maximum amount of damage we can do in one turn is 3,900, which is clearly just not enough. So that's the main reason why I'm playing Tristan Taylor for this deck. I went 19-0 with this build, and I think I love it. It's really easy, the synergies with it, and literally the deck just does itself. Just to start with, have the Satellarknights main deck. We have Deneb, which like all other Satellarknights, when you summon it, they have a 1-turn ability. So Deneb searches for a Satellarknight. Altair special summons one from the graveyard. Unuk sends one from the graveyard, sends one to the deck to the graveyard, and Vega special summons one from your hand. So Unuk here is really good because we're running Monster Reborn as well. So turn 1 Unuk, you then bin Deneb, you Monster Reborn Deneb, and you have more cards for next turn. You then synchro in, you then overlay into your extra deck, and bada boom, wham bam, thank you man, pass the jam. However, we're gonna get into that later as well. Another card that is important to the deck is Skybridge. Skybridge here allows you to do a bit of a switcheroo. This can either protect your Satellarknights, because if they get targeted with Trench or anything else, or even a Phoenix Chain, even your extra deck Satellarknights, what this does is you target a Satellarknight on the field, you then special summon one from your deck with a different name, and you pop that in play, and they do a bit of a switch. So this is good on your first turn as well. You could play a Unuk. Unuk, you put Deb to the graveyard. You then use Skybridge on your Unuk. You then switch out for Altair. Altair grabs Deneb. Deneb grabs generally another Altair. You then overlay into Dark Satellarknights. This one here, all face-up monsters on the field become dark. This is absolutely important and against Water Xyz deck. This is because infantry, when infantry gets removed from as a material, it says if it's sent to the graveyard due to a water monster, you can destroy one face-up card on the field. But if you've changed everything to dark, infantry doesn't work anymore. And that's the same with magnets. Magnets field spell says if you have an Earth Rock monster, 4-star Rock monster on the field, it does a thing, but now they're no longer rock, they're now dark, so it kind of negates that. So that's pretty good there too. Second effect here is you can detach a material, discard a card, and overlay into your boss monsters. We'll first start with Deltaros here. Deltaros, when it's summoned, nothing can be changed with it. Once per turn, detach a material, pop any card on the field, including itself if you really want to. I've seen people do that, I find it strange. But then it says, if this card is sent to the field to the graveyard, you can special summon one Satellarknight from your deck onto the field. So therefore you would either, depending which one you need, an Altair to special summon a Deneb in the graveyard, then it will grab another Satellarknight from your deck to your hand, and the cycle continues. This is actually a very important little side note about if it's sent to the field to the graveyard. I'll get into it later. Now this is the big man Trivia. Here's the new card. Optimally, you will need to play 2. There's no need for 3. 1 is obviously Bible. So what this guy does, when you summon it straight away, you bounce all cards back to the respective opponent's hand, and yourself, sorry, all cards to the hand. and once per turn you can detach a material to discard a card from random of your opponent's hand. So this is good for a turn 1 because we draw 4 cards. Turn 1, randomly discard, they're down to 3. They're a turn behind. I think that's fantastic. Another thing as well, just like the Deltaros, this says if this gets sent to the graveyard, you can, with a material on it, you can special summon a Satellarknight from your graveyard. So Deltaros is from the deck, Trivis from the graveyard, and again you can reset yourself up once you need to. I'm going to now go into why I play Field of Ruins. So if you go on turn 2 and you manage to have a Trigger and you bounce all cards back to their hands, and then you attack, you play Skybridge, you search for a Nook, 18 plus 21 is 39. So that's just 3,900 damage is not enough. But if you have the Sogan out on the field, that's 4,300. And you just get your turn 2 OTK. Now, going back to why it is important to know that when it sends to the graveyard, we're running a counter trap. You can run 3 if you like. This counteract says whenever a spell, trap, or monster effect is activated, you can send 1 Satellarknight, which is also included in these guys, from the field to the graveyard to negate the activation, destroy it, and also draw a card. So you're resetting yourself by special summoning Satellarknights to then go wham bam thank you ma'am, and also you're drawing a card on top of that. I think that's just incredible. Another reason why I have changed into Phoenix Chain, and a lot of people are, is because on your turn 1, let's just say your turn 1 you play 2 Phoenix Chain, even 1, they play a monster, you chain it, they go, oh this isn't good, pass turn. On your turn, you then get into Trigger. The Phoenix Chain gets back into your hand, so you can reset it, so you can target another monster if need be. Fantastic card. Or if you chain them and then they overlay and the Phoenix Chain just sit in there face up, you can reset it by returning all cards back to the hand. So that's fantastic. Last card I want to get into in the main deck is the Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, I think since there's a lot of mirror matches around, everyone's playing Satellarknights and also Magnets and other things like that. You need Mystical Space Typhoons because it negates the chains, it negates the Oasis, people playing Oasis. It's negating the special summon trap cards from graveyard to field, which is absolutely important. However, because a Buster Blade is kind of getting more and more popular these days, I would also, think of getting Cosmic Cyclone, so you don't activate their trap in the graveyard. However, if you are running the Cosmic Cyclone, I would push towards using Destiny Draw to help trigger your skill. Now, going back to the extra deck, these are, I would say, the two flexi slots. Abyss Dweller is sensational. It shuts off a lot of decks. It shuts off Chaos decks, shuts off Resonators, shuts off Burning Abyss, you name it. If anything's in the graveyard it activates, Abyss is the card to have. Even Blue Eyes. Now you have to remember that Altair has a sneaky side effect. If you do manage to use his activation, you cannot attack with non-Teller monsters. So if you overlay into a non-Satellarknight, you cannot attack with them. So just keep that in mind. Another one I play is the Star Liege. This one here says remove two materials, target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change the attack to 0, and if you do, it has its effects negated. This is good against Blue Eyes again because their Twin Burst Dragon is indestructible, and it sends your monsters, removes them from play if it doesn't die. You can use it in a lot. I use it against Buster Blader. I think you would see it's just a good card as well. If you don't have that card, it's not the end of the world. You can play any rank 4 you like. You can play Direwolf, you can play Malevolent Sin. I've seen people use Utopia. You can just easily just put another Deltaros in there. I think it's up to you. It's up to you. There's no right or wrong, but I like it like this. It's a nice little package here. You got everything you want. Anyway, guys, if you enjoy what you see and you want to see more and keep Duel Links alive, you know, make Duel Links great again. And if you like it, please subscribe, like, follow me on Twitch. I play Tuesday, Thursdays, and Fridays in midday afternoon, and we're just here to have a good time and yeah, boost up the vibes. Enjoy the replays.
Duel! Duel!